Hey guys, so yesterday was July 10th, and it was really an important day for my hubby and I because from the time that was the day we started dating 3 years ago. And so I asked on Facebook yesterday about some really fun date night ideas, if anyone had anything that was cheap. We wanted free, absolutely free. We live in Central Florida. We didn't want to have to pay a dime. With baby on the way, definitely wanted to save some money. And so what's funny is we had already come up with this plan by the time I checked Facebook again and saw some of you actually had this idea. And that is, if you want a really fun date night that's absolutely free, is to go hotel hopping at Disney. And what I mean by hotel hopping is not like staying at the hotel, but you can explore pretty much any hotel at Disney for free. Double check, because some of them are DVC only. That means Disney Vacation Club only, so you have to have a room to go. But most of them you can go explore the lobby. And so we drove down to Disney Springs yesterday. We've been to Disney Springs like a bazillion and one times, but it's free to park at Disney Springs. So we went to Disney Springs first and took a bus to the Contemporary Hotel. And the Contemporary is really cool because it's one of the first resorts one of the first resorts that Walt Disney built in Disney World. So it has a really fun like 60s flair to it. It looks kind of not old, but just like retro. It's really retro looking. And so we explored the Contemporary a little bit, and then from the Contemporary, if you're not used to the Disney World kind of realm, you can take the monorail to 4 other locations. Disney World, Epcot, the Polynesian, and the Grand Floridian. So we actually took the monorail, which is free to ride, to Walt Disney World, and it lets off in front of the park, so you don't have to pay to get into the park or anything. And once you get there, you can take a bus or a ferry to other locations. So my husband wanted to surprise me. I had never been to Fort Wilderness Resort. So we took a ferry to Fort Wilderness across this huge lake, almost kind of this river. It's really pretty. The sun was setting. I'll have to put some pictures up. And it was just so beautiful. And because it was cooler, it was so nice to enjoy the breeze. And me being 7 months pregnant, I definitely have to have the air conditioning and the nice cool breeze. So getting on the boat going across the lake was just absolutely beautiful. So from Walt Disney World to Fort Wilderness, and then we explored Fort Wilderness, and the hotels are really fun to explore because they have each of their hotels is themed something different. So Fort Wilderness is themed very Native American. You feel like you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. You feel like you're out in the middle of the woods. It's just really pretty. It's really almost seclusive. So unless your mom has worked there the whole life. Yeah, if you have been there a ton, then it's probably not the place for you. But I had never been to Fort Wilderness. So my husband used to work at Disney, so he kind of knows, and he has stayed at a lot of the different resorts, so he knows all about them. For me, it was a new experience, and Fort Wilderness also has like a really cool waterfall in the hotel, and it leads out into the pool. And so we watched the waterfall, and we went walking around the pool, and we went outside on the rocking chairs and sat under the stars, which is a really fun experience and really beautiful, and absolutely loved the resort. It was just so gorgeous. And so we stayed there for a while, and then we took a bus back to Disney Springs, and that whole adventure took a couple of hours. And you can pretty much do that to any resort in Disney. You can take a bus or a ferry or a monorail, and they don't charge for any of the transportation. And you can park at Disney Springs for free and take a bus to any of the places. So I've never been to the Fort Wilderness Campground. I want to go there next. and I heard it's really fun. But yeah, so if you're looking for a free date night, go to Disney, park at Disney Springs, and then take a bus to one of the hotels, and then jump on the monorail or jump on a ferry and find, just explore. Disney World's huge, and you are never going to like ever, you know, see everything. I'm just telling you, you don't even have to be at the parks to have a really good time. So there you go. A wonderful date night idea. And I would love to hear what your favorite date night ideas are if they're free, especially if they're free, because we are always in need and looking for free date nights. So all right, guys, I will talk to you later.